Oh, market's up. Market's up. Donkey Kong, Zoom, Planetar, Amazon, Tesla, and a lot of red still. All right, blockchain's down a bunch. One of the leaders to the downside. That never feels good. So Nasdaq, no bounce back from yesterday yet. Hopefully we'll get some, but we'll see. Planeter leading the day, but not very good. Futures mixed with Powell and Focus today. So we have a Fed thing going on this morning. Uptrend under pressure with 5 distribution days on the Nasdaq and 5 distribution days on the S&P. Sublay. Yeah, it feels bad. Definitely feels bad. I agree with that. Made a few too many mistakes and I cut my count under my super happy thresholds. And it doesn't feel so great. What's up, Mohammed? So it looks like we're definitely looking at going into corrective territory. Not definitely, but we're on the cusp of it. You held most of your positions. Well, in this, the past year, Muhammad, it's kind of been. Wait, what's up, Ellie? That's kind of been the thing to do is to hold most of your positions. At some point, that doesn't become. At some point, that doesn't become the thing to do. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly what's the right answer is just protecting the money in your account, regardless of what the market does. I mean, that's really what it is. I got lazy and lost some over the past few days that I shouldn't have, and doesn't feel super good. But we'll see what happens. If it's just a small retraction from the highs, then we'll probably bottom in this in this area, and then we're gonna be like, oh, I was stupid for not selling or for selling. I mean, that's already happened a couple different times. So can't beat yourself up too much. Amazon above the 200-day. See Apple. Apple still in a bear flag between the 50 and the 200-day moving average. Definitely at a minimum correction territory for Apple. And Apple basically leads the market. Microsoft undercut the 50-day on fairly hefty volume. It's above average at least. And that was yesterday. Amazon under the 200-day, which is a little bit more ominous, but we'll see. Hopefully we can just go sideways. Let's just keep it above 28.77 and and then hopefully we'll be good to go after that. Yeah, there you go, Ellie. Yeah, it's about protecting capital. It's what it's about. It's about protecting capital. So until you get much more clear signals out of these things, it's really been just a crazy run in reality. So how do you cope with loss, specifically making bad trade decisions? I just stop trading, Bleh. I just stop. If I see an opportunity, I gotta let some go. And you just have to realize that that's part of the system. I don't know what your P and L is, but if you're making pretty good P, then your L is going to be pretty decent on the top end of the market cycle. That's generally, I mean, that's how for me, you know, for me that's pretty much what it is. Um, and you realize there's going to be another cycle. I've been through, I have no idea how many cycles. No idea. Does it feel any better? No, you just get a little more numb to it though. It's kind of like the death of a family member, close family member. You just kind of live with the loss a little bit. But it's nothing. In one side, it's nothing like the death of a family member because it doesn't really mean anything to you necessarily. uh, I doubt that. All girls, jeez. Yeah, so I mean, there's always another opportunity. Like right now, let's say like the Nasdaq's down here at 12,745. Let's say you do nothing till the Nasdaq hits 14,000. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. It's fine. If you have all cash, if you're all that, then it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I think I said this this week sometime. The point is to keep your account and to keep it growing. It's not to be correct in the market. Forget what the market does. Forget what the market does. It's out of your control. You can control, ideally it'd be kind of cool to have a chart of your P&L and you just want that to look like a really good looking stock. I mean, like you want your P&L to look like Amazon here. Ideally. That's what you'd like your profit and loss situation to look like. So, you go up, you come down, you go up, you come down, but you're always trending in the right direction over the long term. See, this goes sideways for over a year and then goes up. I mean, that's okay. At least for me. I mean, everyone's profit and loss is going to look different. I was reading some Reddit options. They're like, oh, we do about 20 to 25% a year. I don't know if that's during down years too. If they're writing calls, then yeah, you can probably find a system to do 20 to 25%. If you're just writing calls or writing covered calls, you can probably do that. But mine are pretty much boom and bust, and they've turned into boom and nothing, which is more ideal. So in the boom and bust situation, you're pretty much as active you're pretty much active all the time, making good during the good times, and during the bad times you're losing most of it. That's the boom and the bust. But if you're doing the boom and the nothing, it's booming, and then you notice things get weird, you just step aside and watch what happens. Then you can jump back in. You go, oh, okay, and then you can jump back in, and then you can try to make some more, which is what I've been doing. And obviously in 2020, the market's just been ridiculous. It's as you guys know, I got a little bit out of cycle with the market during the last cycle, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, I'm not used to cycles lasting this bullish and this long. Usually go into corrections every once in a while, and these have just kept going, which has been crazy. Buy more cryptos and watch HODL videos. Yeah. Yeah, Tesla. Your account looks like Tesla. That's your P&L. Flat. Boom. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda like that. Crazy weekly candle on Tesla though. Definitely a little bit more ominous. Probably will be consolidating for a while. We are at the bottom Bollinger Band on the Nasdaq, and as long as we stay down here, we're gonna be under pressure. So we did try to rally back through to the top of the middle Bollinger Band line, um, but now we're down here towards the bottom part of the Bollinger Band line. I think the last time we did this, actually, I don't want to gunk up that chart. I have to because it has the Bollinger Bands. The last time we were living underneath here, which is what we're doing right now, we lived under here for a bit and we lived under here for a bit. These were miniature pauses and shakeups, but the market feels different, in my opinion, than it did around this time, September, October. Other than that, I think we go back to March of last year where we're into an actual correction, or and technically a bear market. So I don't know. Are we going to go into a bear market? I don't know. Could just be a correction. We don't have to go bear market. Crazy fucking uptrend bear market. We can just go into a correction, which I think would be normal with things getting back on track. We'll see what Chairman Powell Fed says today. Jared looking at buy and hold strategies, Warren Buffett style. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, you mentioned solid growth companies. Um, People saying bear market could last for 20 years. If so, then I'm buying more crypto. um, don't listen to people, Jared. Don't listen to anybody. Yeah, there was some options action in GM. I never looked into it though. Um, like one of those Pete Nigerian things. So there was a lot of interesting options activity in GM. It was yesterday. Chip shortage. Jeez. Tesla is bleeding battery EV market share to Ford's Mach E. Yeah, Volvo's going all electric by 2030, half electric by 2025. It's pretty cool. Um, yeah, no, I don't think so, Rob. I mean, do what you want to do. I'm just chilling for right now. I don't need to try to catch the bottom. I don't need that whatsoever. I just need to chill out, watch the market. I don't need to be right. I definitely don't need to be right. So market's showing some bearish-ish signs. I mean, if you want to hold TQQQ through a 10% correction, I mean, that's up to you if you want to do that. At the end of the day, bro, I can't tell you that it's a horrible strategy. I mean, you know what the TQs can do, so yeah, but we're technically like on the cusp of a correction. Investors Business Daily has this uptrend under pressure, which means one more distribution day. We are in a correction waiting for a follow through day. So we'll see how that goes. But a couple things are still working. DraftKings doing okay. Definitely had a reversal day yesterday. Started off pretty strong, and yeah, didn't really like that too much. What FLGT deep in everything's deep in a correction right now. So yeah, I'm pretty much happy being cash. I think the only thing I do have is a position in Riot blockchain, because Bitcoin's looking pretty good still, and I do have um, a leap in IVR that I bought like a week ago. That I think I'm just gonna hold that. I think it's less than a half position, so I'm just gonna try to hold on to IVR. Real estate market's been just absolutely nuts. I know commercial's a little different. They may be in a lot of commercial. Maybe they'll, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I've got. I'm not really that heavily invested, so I'm cool with the market doing whatever. But if you look at the chart patterns, if you look around, we're consolidating. Now in recent history, these have come let's try to pick one. Um, Maybe Cell H or something. Most of these up here have bounced back really quickly. This is in a bit of a broader consolidation, but most of these have bounced back pretty quickly in the past year. But in the past couple of weeks, that has not been the case. We have seen if it pops, you'll usually get a full retracement very quickly. Other things are like Zoom has been consolidating and is still consolidating. I did have a position in Zoom I exited out of. Just clicking random stuff because things are jumping around on my screen. But you get the general the general picture. Microsoft breakout, loosely pulling back in. Microsoft still looking like one of the better stocks, but not really too big on jumping on top of it right now. As you mentioned, Apple under the 50-day. That's not a good sign. So, Nvidia giving up everything. And my voice is going. There you go. Nvidia gave up everything and then some. Um, yeah, you just have to recognize the environment that you're in, and this is also between the 50 and the 200 day. Will it stop at the 200? I don't know, but this is kind of a base failure right here. We break out and then we just boom go all the way back down to the bottom of the base. It could flounder about sideways for a while, come back and break out. I'll get it. I'll get it later. I'm okay. I don't have to be involved in every little trade. Rewalks down here. PLL's down here too. Jumping around on me. Yeah, PLL backed away from that 80 quick yesterday. It was looking pretty good. And that's the market. I mean, in my opinion, probably. That's the market saying, yeah, we're taking risk off. I think that's kind of how it's been. It's how it's been lately, son. So, yeah, it's pretty much risk off for the most part. And that's it. That's the story until we get better. We're a little sick right now. So I'm gonna bounce early, guys. I don't even want to watch. I don't even care. I'm just done. I'm done for now. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm leaving. So unless you guys have any questions, if you do want me to look at something, I'll look at it for you. But know that I won't be buying it. Oh, really, Jared? Oh, I wonder if I got that. I better get that. Let me log in a PayPal. I'll take a free $10. I don't know if they'll. Yeah, do it. Do it. That's pretty good. All right, guys, I'm bouncing. You guys have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, though. Have a good one. Bye.